Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I've done some things still here. Still things needs to be done. I'm just working on those doors. However, now I'm gonna move to the back. All this section needs to be redone. As you see, those are too much outside. If you look at this, it's too much on outside, and then of course you have this big gap that this comes in, and this has to come more flush. This will be completely filled up, so there is not gonna be gap here. As well as you can see, this is gonna be, see, if you see the deflector, it's a little bit like it's an uneven thing that has to be done correctly. This is my second thing, of course, sanding. And of course, the other thing is that this is overflow from the engine, from the tank. Here the petrol comes out when the tank is full, which I'm gonna remove it. It was already here previously, but I'm gonna put it here. Well, I must say JP is doing the amazing job. That's what I've got. I've got the trim rods, the guns, the signal lights that I'll put in. They're just the housing for now, but what I will do, I will definitely put the real lights in so it will work. And then of course the stick just here beside is my old stick that I have. I mean, some of the details are cool, if you can see, but definitely if you look at that, and that is definitely kind of a change, kind of a difference between one and another. And of course the whole stick is just crazy cool. So that's what we got. I'm so excited to put that in, thanks to JP Warbirds. So that's what I managed to do now. Actually, I've managed to replace the relief tube. I have put it, if you see here, at the back, which is an overflow for me. You know, when I put in the petrol, it drips here out. Usually this was in the scale, in the real Warbird, this was a relief tube for a pilot to take a piss. It was, originally what was mounted was here. Then because of the landing gear was mounted here, and now basically I have moved it here, which is much better than it is. I did also cover those gaps that I had before. I have sanded them down to the flush, so everything is sanded. As you can see, I have sanded them. Again, I have to rivet it. I put the material here and here, made everything work properly. And of course, I've managed to put those out. That was before those horns. And now I have a very, very small little horns that will go in, and they will be almost invisible. Of course, this needs a little bit of putting still, but nevertheless, I'm quite happy with the work I've done so far. At the moment now, it's to basically do this. So this is the trim rod, which was made before like this, and it's really poorly made. So I'm gonna sand this down, and of course I'm gonna exchange it with this that JP have provided me, which looks way more scale and better. So those are gonna come right above here, a little bit bigger, but doesn't matter. We'll make it so that it looks all great. That looks more scale now. Look at the details of this. Great. Upon sanding, it's time for my riveting tool. As you see, you put here the piece and the rivets are gone, so I'm gonna re-rivet with this tool again the whole mold. And that's how it looks like. Well, this is also one of the things I'll have to do. You see this gap? This gap is 3 millimeters or 2 millimeters too big. So I'm gonna push the engine back and get this gap smaller because it's way too big. So this is also one of my to-do lists. So that's the engine compartment. That's the whole engine, Fiala 120. So basically, as you can see here, it's too much of a gap. That is gonna be, of course, all this is gonna be put back 1 millimeter by sanding those stands for a millimeter. And then of course, rebuilding this. And of course, I mean, here for a millimeter won't be a problem, but definitely rebuilding those stands that, you know, here are, see those stands has to be rebuilt. And of course, all of that has to be rebuilt. So you see, all that has to be shortened by millimeter, everything what you see. Plus the end, the lower part of the baffle. So yes, plenty of work. Let's get to it.